It's legendary.
Yeah, stop. Legendary lo ṣe bí ti o. Báyìí fagbórí wọlé, ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀. Ginger oh, ginger, ginger oh, ginger. The way you dance in the make the ginger. The way you roll in the make the ginger. Ginger, Belinda, 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 Belinda. The way you dance in the make the ginger. The way you roll in the make the ginger. Ginger oh, ginger, ginger oh, ginger.
Here by Habiba, and thank you for stopping by my channel. I am so excited to show you my box braids. This is my newest hairstyle that I installed myself on my natural hair. So I love them. Love them, love them, love them. Aren't they cute? Yeah, really love them. So this is a really cool protective style, and this will last me several weeks. I don't intend on putting this or doing this hairstyle over for a while. So as you can see, they're pretty long. They come down to the top of my boobs. They're pretty long, and traditionally box braids take hours. That is the con about box braids. They're really pretty once you put them in, but they take hours to install. So I have cut down the time by installing them 3 different ways. Now, if you're doing your own hair or somebody's doing it for you, you don't have to do 3 different ways. I think you can cheat with 2 of the ways that I'm going to show you coming up. So in the front, I have the traditional way of putting in box braids. So these were put in individually. I braided my own hair individually into the extension one at a time for about, let's see, for about the first 4 rows. That did take quite a bit of time, and if I were you, next time you do your own hair, I would suggest you just do the first 2 rows as the traditionally installed box braids, and then the rest, this part, was actually crocheted in. So this part of my hair is actually crochet braids, but you really can't tell. Once the braids are covering it. And then the third method I will show you is the newest method, where you can braid your own hair separately without the extension, and then attach a pre-braided extension and loop your own hair through the extension, and that's pretty cool too. So I did some of these in the front because I wanted to see which method was better or which one was faster. So in short, I will definitely say that crochet braids or installing crochet braids work so much faster. Like if you want to do a whole head in 2 hours, you could literally do 2 hours or spend 2 hours and your whole head would be done. The only thing I don't like about crochet braids is that the front of your hairline never looks quite natural when you do crochet braids, because eventually the braids move backwards and then it kind of looks awkward. So that's why I decided to do the box braids, the traditional method in the front. Now let's talk about this hair. So I am using, or I used two packs of the X-pression hair to do the single braids, and then I used 3 packs of the pre-looped braids by Free Tress. So you can find them in your beauty store. They're all over the place now, and it's so much more convenient. The only thing is that the pre-looped braids are a little bit more expensive because obviously they braided the hair for you. So for the convenience, you will spend a few more dollars, and you don't get a lot of braids in the pack. So for example, I use the medium sized braids. Like this one is one of the this braid is one of the pre-looped braid from Free Tress, and you can see the bottom is tied down neatly, and it's very soft compared to the braids with the X-pression hair. This is a lot softer. So it was very convenient to be able to just quickly loop it in my own head. So I really liked that. I will say the con against the Free Tress hair is that it does get a little fuzzy. So I don't know if you can see, it does get a little bit fuzzy. Maybe you can't see it from here, but it is a little fuzzy. But not to worry, it just makes it a lot more natural looking. You'll also see that I decided that I wanted some color, so I put a pop of color around the sides. So instead of kind of going across my head with a layer of colored braids, I just decided to put them in, you know, sections. One section here and one section on this side. So if I don't want to show the color, you won't really see it. And if I want to, get my little pop of color. So that is so much fun because I wasn't ready to put a whole bunch of color on the top of my head. You know, for those of us who have very conservative professions, you can't always get away with too many loud colors. So anyway, I'm really loving my hair and I can't wait to show you how I'm ready to wash my hair. I wash it in big chunky sections. As you can see, there's a lot of shrinkage, and it makes it so much easier to wash it in sections because my hair is super thick and it would be way too tangled if I just let it loose. So this is how I wash my hair. Don't you love that fresh out of the shower clean? You're not really clean unless you're, what does the commercial say? Unless you're something something clean. Well, anyway. She's feeling center part. The center part is what I'm going to braid. Corn braid, and then cornrow, and then add my crochet braids. So this part is going to be crochet braids, and this will significantly cut down my time. And then the perimeter is what I'm going to box braid the traditional way. So we're going to be using the pre-looped braids. They come, this particular brand comes in a pack of 18 per pack, and it's really easy, really simple. They're pre-looped, and I'll also need a pack or two of some loose braiding hair. Simple loose braiding hair, and the individual braids. Color, because I hardly ever put color in my own hair naturally, so this is a fun way to put color. So I'm going to put these in the back, and again, this is what it looks like. They're pre-looped, and you're simply going to attach them with a crochet braid and loop it through the opening that's already there. So this is going to be so fun. I'm going to put this in the back. You'll see, instead of the front of my head, I just want a pop of color from the back. Alright, so you can see I did this side. Now I'm going to put in this side. So you're not too close, but be able to see. Close the back. when I get to the bottom, I add a little bit more coconut oil to seal the ends, because I'm always thinking about protecting my natural hair. Okay. Now I add my hair. So fold it in half, bend it over the other one, and braid it tightly over my own hair. Hope you can see that. You kind of have to wrap it around the hair slightly, and then braid. Braiding a section of your own hair first, and then making sure that it's well moisturized. So you braid your own hair, one nice neat section, and then we're going to add the crochet braid to it, a pre-prepared crochet braid which I made myself. I think I showed you earlier that you can make your own braids if you want, or you can use the store-bought, whichever. So I'm just going to quickly braid my own hair, and make sure you moisturize the ends either with coconut oil or some shea butter. And this no cornrow method is so much faster also than the classic box braid. So you find the center or a center of the synthetic braid, you push your crochet needle through it, take your natural hair, hook it on, close the latch, and pull it through the braid. So you're literally threading your hair through the synthetic hair until you get to the end. So here it is again. You go through the center of the braid, synthetic hair braid, take your natural hair, close the latch, pull it through. So almost done. Almost done. And so there you go. If you have a little straggly end, just make sure you loop it through the braid one more time. And if you must, you can add some edge control or some sort of gel to seal it in so that there's no ends. So as you can see, you really can't see where I looped the hair through the center of the synthetic braid. It just looks like one. Okay, so that's the third method for cheating, or second method for cheating on your box braids other than the classic method.
Sheezy. Are you gonna dance to if I show you my money? Are you gonna dance to if I show you the way? Are you gonna dance to if I show you my pockets? Baby, are you gonna dance to if I show you my wallet? I will show you the money. Baby, dance for me. Baby, move for me. Don't go for you. I will show you the money. Baby, dance for me. Show me your body. Don't go for you. African, 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 baby. Ooh, yeah. See, African,
So I hope you found this video helpful. It was a lot of fun putting it together for you. It's a lot of work, but it is also a lot of fun, and I really enjoy doing hairstyles with my natural hair. So I hope you'll come back soon. Hopefully next week I will have uploaded the next video where I show you different ways to bedazzle these box braids, not just with these decorative items here, but a lot more things that you have around your dresser that you can use to bedazzle this hair. So I hope you will find me on my other social media sites. I am on Facebook and Instagram, and I do have a blog. The links are in the description box below, or also above when you opened the link to this video. So I hope you will find me there. And again, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you so much for your support, and God bless.